Hi folks, I'm Romy the Demon Warship Andromeda Ascendant. Who else would it be? Welcome back to the channel and to another episode of Tip to Toe. This is Season 3, Episode 4, entitled Vampiress / Spike. I have received a couple of images from the fan art provider Bronte for a Tip to Toe challenge accepted. They're going to be coming in the coming weeks, but I recently spotted this picture on Facebook. It might have been Facebook, actually, it might have been somewhere else, but I think it was Facebook, and it's kind of a, you know, a vampiristic kind of vampire queen look. But if some of you remember, in last series, I did actually do a vampire queen, so I decided to call this Vampiress, but there's a reason why I've put /Spike as well. So we're not going for the full look with the hair and the jewels and the writing and things like that. For this one, we're just copying the eyes and the lips and, you know, adding to this, and then we're going to the, you know, finished article at the end. Now, in some of the videos, I do the reveal, then guide you through the process, and then say toodle pip at the end. But in this one, we're going to go through the look, complete it, and then there's going to be a kind of secondary reveal, which might make you understand why it's called /Spike. So, without further ado, let's get on with it. As you can see, base already done, brows already done. I'm going to grab an angled brush to map out the crease, but before I do that, actually, we're going to grab these, just so we don't get a lot of fallout. We don't really need them for the shape, but as you know, with black you do get a lot of fallout, so it's better that we are prepared. So grab these shadow shields, and we're going to stick those on first. And grab a little mirror and pop that just under there, matching with where the brow ends, and the rest there, and the same on the other side. I like to call these my face tampons because, you know, they do soak up mess. In theory. So where the brow ends and under there. So it doesn't matter if it's perfect or not, all this is for is to catch fallout in this particular time. But I'm going to move it just a little bit further down there. Fabulous. Right, so for the black I'm going to be using the iDivine palette Originals 594, and I'm going to be using Black Cab, which is that one. And then for the red, I'm actually going to go back to one of my older palettes because it's the kind of closest one that I could find, which is the Ultra Professionals Revolution eyeshadow palette Eyes Like Angels. I can't for the life of me remember what colour it is because they're not labelled, and I lost the box a long time ago, but it's basically going to be this top shade here. Oops, if you can see that top shade right there. Can't really see it on there, but trust me, it was the one that was closest to the red in the picture. So let's get on with it. So let's take the pretty angled brush. I could have technically used the brush that I was doing for my eyebrows because it's already coated in the same colour. Duh. Oh well, let's get on with it. Shall we start? Which side shall we start with? This one, and then we'll make the other match, hopefully. So this look is pretty much a cut crease with just black and red. And you know I do like to use the black and purples, but I thought we'd go slightly authentic. However, when it comes to the lips, on that particular picture it is just red, but I might outline it in black and then ombre with the red. Who knows, let's see. Let's finish the eyes first, or you can start the eyes first. So I'm going to go slightly above where my normal crease is, as you know, because what have we got? Yep, hooded eyes. And then just as we get there, take it straight out. Yes. I can pretty much just slap that all in, really. Now this one is smoky towards the edges and deeper around here. So I'm going to put as much in here as I can, and then grab a clean fluffy and smoke the outer edge. But once we've finished with the actual colour, actually going to spot it on. I could have probably used any brush for this. In fact, I could have probably used a pencil brush for it as well, but I am gonna, because I only think of these things after I start, which is very typical of me. I'm going to switch to the pencil brush and probably make a pig's ear of it. This is going to go everywhere. Nope, we're good. It is doing what we want it to do. That is fantabulosity. And if it does go over a bit, then that is fine. It doesn't matter so much. Because we can always cut out in a moment. Now in the picture it does go beyond the brow, but I'm not doing that. Like I said, I'm not going for an exact replica, I'm going for our version of, and slightly different as well because of the final reveal too. There has to be a little bit of a difference. Yes. So I'm not going to map the other side, I'm just going to go straight in with it and hope for the best, because I'm crazy like that. I can hear a lot of you now screaming, no, you should have mapped it. I can actually hear my brain screaming that as well. Ta-da-da. This is going to be a relatively quick video because there's literally 2 colours in there, you know. It's black, red, and we're dead, pretty much. So let's power through it as fast as we can. You probably won't get much editing in this one at all. Apart from perhaps the final reveal where there'll be a slight change, perhaps, who knows, you'll have to wait and see. Right, so that little bit there, just to go around that corner. There we go. Florence Janie. Don't know why I said that. Aye, you do. I've been watching a Scottish comedy again recently, so it's got that wee bit of a twang in the voice there, you know, that's just come on there for some reason, you know. Okie dokie, so it doesn't matter if we get this messy because the deep part is going to be the red mostly. Da, 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 da. Da, da, I could have actually followed the natural crease and then just overemphasized it here, but when do I ever pay attention to myself? I don't. There we go, and there we go. Okay, so the black is done. Then I'm going to grab a packing brush, perhaps. Yes, I'm going to go for 124 and then find that pretty colour from the Revolution. Eyes Like Angels. Ironic that it's called that because we're going for a demonic angel. Demon Warship, aka Angel of Death. And we're just gonna pack it on. I'm wondering if I should have maybe put a slight base on first, but like I said, I don't listen to myself, so we're just gonna slide on this colour and hope for the base. Oops. Helps if I don't actually, dig the brush end into the palette, which I just did. La 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 la. Because then what we're going to do in a moment is just blend those edges together. And we're literally going to pack it on as deep as we can because in the picture it is rather vibrant, so we want this one to be just as vibrant if we can help it. I really wanted to perhaps use a purple because I like purple, but I thought no, we'll stick as close to the picture as we can. So same on the other side. This is actually going really quickly. Oops. You can literally be as messy as you want with this, because it is literally just a case of slapping it on. I am tempted to add a little bit of purple to it. I wanted to get the same deep red, which I believe I've got, but certain things don't work well with the camera as you think they might. So even though I can see this quite defined at the moment, I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick it up very well. But hey ho, there we are. Da, da, da. Just make sure that that side is completely covered. Of course, this would be a lot better if I had the correct lighting. Now on the picture underneath it looks like it's black, but just so you can see it a little bit, I'm going to go under with the same red instead. And I guarantee by the time I've removed this, it's just going to probably look like panda eyes. but that's mostly because I've not been able to see on the camera very well the difference in the colours. But I can see it. So once we've done this, I'm going to remove these shields and then make any touch-ups necessary, because I have a feeling that one's slightly lower than this one. So here we go. That is one. Yes. That is two. Fantabulous. Okie dokie. So, eye's pretty much done. I just need to, like I said, touch that up now. Just a little bit. To round it out slightly. And that one's already rounded out, but we missed that bit. And there you go. Done. Oops. That one was being stubborn. So those bits done. Just quickly top up that there. Okay. So I'm going to use the same brush in a moment for the lips, but I do want to add a little bit of a highlight. But I can't remember where I put it. Ha ha! So bear with me whilst I find the highlight. Okay, we're back. So for the highlight, I'm going to use a similar brush, and I'm going to use one of my trusty favourites from the James Charles Morphe palette, which is a ring light, and I'm just going to stick that above there. I should have probably used an angle brush, but I didn't, and some of my brushes aren't as good as they usually are because I went and cleaned them but then put them away before they were completely dry. So my box the other day kind of tippled over a little bit, and some of the brushes are now splayed, so I've got to now clean them again, only this time properly. The good thing about this ring light is it does actually cover up a multitude of sins as well, so I can effectively tidy up that wing with it as well. See how it kind of vanished? So I'll be able to do the same there. Give that a bit of a splat on there. Oops, almost went for the wrong palette then. That would have been fun and disastrous all at the same time, because I almost went back in for the black, and that would have been absolutely funny. Yes. So there you go. It's also given the slight illusion of the wing being further than the brows. So yes, slightly different on one side than the other, but that's the way my brows wanted to play with that one. So they're supposed to be, you know, sisters, not twins, so we will treat them as such. Although we may be able to, there we go. Let's make that one a little bit brighter. Fabulous, there we go, much better. Right, so back to the other brush that we had. I can put this palette away now. And I really want to do black and red lips, but I'm going to work on the red first and see how that pays off, because with this look it might make it appear a little bit better. So let's get started. And I'm not going to be adding I don't know, I might do. I was going to say I'm not going to be adding highlight to the cheeks like I usually do, but I might. La la la. And if it needs making darker, then we make it darker. But if not, then it's all good. I think this is probably one of the the fastest videos that I've done for you on Tip to Toe. Usually they start off at like an hour long before editing, and then I think the quickest one I've done so far is about 20 minutes, and so far we're not even that. Although I did start off with already having the base done, so if we'd have gone through all of that first, then it would have been a little bit longer. I just didn't anticipate how quickly that this was actually going to be. I mean, the brows did actually take some time to do this time for some reason, and they still didn't do exactly what I wanted them to do, so I mean, I know they say, oh, sisters not twins, but mine usually end up like either, you know, cousins or either distant relatives somewhere way down the line, you know, like 10th removed or Here's my cousin on my auntie's granny's side, 10 times removed, twice divorced, and 3 times re-added again, or something, you know, some weird. I think that can pretty much describe my brows. So that is the red added, and as much as you can see it here, you can't really see it on the lids, but we still got to add mascara yet as well. There. Just give that one last check. There we go. So, lips done, eyes done, mascara time. I really wish I had the nose piercing as well. That would be really cute. And the really unfortunate thing is, of course, you can't see. I mean, part of my eye looks almost like there's not a great deal on there, which is the eyelid. Perhaps I should have put a base down first. And then, of course, with hooded eyes, you run the risk of, when you do lashes, of covering the eyelid completely anyway, which I do almost every time. But I think it's such a dark colour that even at the bottom where I put it, it looks black and it's not. And of course, one thing that's not helping here right now is lighting, or lack thereof. But that's starting to look a little bit better now with the mascara on. Doesn't look quite so naked anymore. And I almost get something in my eye at this point. This is almost like a a 10-minute get ready with me, isn't it? You know. Except for it did take a wee bit longer to do the base and the brows off cam. I am really tempted to line the lips slightly with black just to make it a little bit different. But something tells me that might be too dark. I think... Ooh, I really don't know. I'm going to cheat and I'm going to use a lip brush with a gel liner. I know I shouldn't, but I've used other eye products for the lips, so yeah, let's go for it. Let's line it. So I didn't do the ombre look, but we are gonna line it instead. So that's one side, just to make the video a little bit longer as well, to keep you here and entertained and enthralled. That's the sound of some people heading for the online dictionary. It basically means to remain captivated and entertained, enthralled. Pretty much. And this brush wants to splay a little too. Slight little, not sure if you can see it. Where's the camera? There it is. Slight little splaying issue. Ain't gonna cause too much issues though. We're good, we got it. Join those together. Little bit more and we're done. So, much better. Right, so that is the lips finished as well. We're going to very quickly highlight the nose, and then I'm going to come back and pretty much do the second reveal. So stay there and don't go anywhere. Okay, and we're back, and before I make the final reveal, I just wanted to show you this picture, which is basically what most of you saw as my hair in the last video. So yes, the second reveal tonight does actually have something to do with my hair, not only the makeup look that we created. So here is something that neither of you perhaps expected me to do. You've often seen me change hair quite a lot with varying styles, varying colours, but this is going to be completely different, and also explain why I called this video Vampiress with the makeup look slash spike. This hairstyle can actually go in various different styles. It is currently in a mid stage, so it has to go one shade lighter, and then I'm going to maybe take it to like a silver or a blue, but I'm going to put that to a vote on Facebook for the actual colour. However, 2 reveals coming up: 1, the complete makeup look for tonight, and 2, the new hair. Yes! How do y'all like it? I knew none of you would be expecting this. This is like so totally radically different. But now does it explain why I said Vampiress slash Spike? Of course it does, because look, she's completely different. Would you ever believe that I would actually take my hair this short? I mean, look. You can, oops, wrong direction. You can see, yeah, I mean, that actually is a weave. But my hair actually used to be that long. Not anymore. Oh, hell no. So, now with that completely out of the way, not only we have tonight's makeup look, but we also have the reveal of the new hair as well. All that's left for me to say is dismiss. That's the start of the expression for catch me next time. There might be some more surprising results. Love you all. Bye-bye.